The light usually wakes me before my alarm does. And when that voice in my head tells me to get up, or in most cases, grab my headphones and start a meditation, I do just that. There is no resisting. Immanuel Kant was onto something. Many philosophers had the same intuitive feeling, but Kant identified this good or duty in the world as the universal law. I agree with his thinking. We all have the same feeling of moral goodness or what the right decision is. Well, in most cases. The senses are what allows for deception and diversion from this universal law. The ego gets in the way. I still struggle with this problem myself, but feel like I'm getting closer and closer every day to abolishing this unnecessary component of the mind. I imagine most people would argue against me here. What do you mean? The ego is essential to our survival as rational beings. I often contemplate our instinctual feelings that we still carry with us from being in a state with nature and critical survival. The id, as Freud put it. We are no longer in that mess. We are highly developed, intellectual, rational beings. But this is where much of the problem lies. As Kant once said, our rationality is a means to an end. Let's talk about life. 10,000 years ago, humans were in nature, obligated to survive on a day-to-day basis. Look how blessed we are in this time. But I would like to ask the question, what is time? Oh, science. Our ability to look back in time. We love to see what or how things existed in the past. So what? Okay, yes, it may lead to technological advances or fun facts about the world, but unless you're going to delve into those areas of study, does time really matter? What is our relationship with it? Does it really matter? Because from my point of view, all we really have is right now. And what's always in this now, connecting us to each moment that we humans all have? Our bodies change and grow. Our minds develop throughout life. But within each moment, we all have a heartbeat. A present rhythm linking us to this ever-present now. What will you do with this now? What makes you tick, makes you truly happy? How do you define happiness? This is my philosophy, and this is my morning routine. Even when it gets hard, doing this each morning is what allows me to live each day, each moment, just as I will, accepting whatever comes my way, learning, growing, and going to bed each night feeling filled with joy and peace, ready to forget the past and do it all over again. There's something else that I have recently learned, something that is a new treasure to me. I'd like to rehearse a poem that I wrote the other night. Lately I've been dealing with the sound of silence, trying to learn from one side how to quiet the other. When one says yes and the other says no, knowing that yes is the right answer and no is nothing. But being there, it is something. As I've learned, lessons constantly come to contemplate my state, my awareness. After tonight, myself can see a new truth, new hope, from the sun to the moon shooting for the stars. It's time to shine from source, through both sides of the moon. What we always knew to be true. Swimming in an ocean full of love, flowing like water. But like I said, like I found, shush, shadows. Listen to your heart. You see, there is good in all of us, but there is also darkness. We don't always have to identify the darkness as bad, because it isn't. It's there for us to learn from, for us to recognize that there will always be choices in life, distractions from correct actions, choices that keep you or lead you off your destined path. I feel like I can hear the voice in my heart that speaks the truth, but I can also hear the shadows, the fear, the darkness. But now I've learned that these feelings can just be looked at, recognized, evaluated, and usually told, shh, shadows. We only have to listen to love.